Jason, you take an 18-point win any round of the year, but would you have liked them to put that one to bed a little bit earlier, considering there was that man advantage for much of the game?
Yeah, I think so. I wasn't overly impressed with our defence at times. I thought we looked pretty tired off the work we did the previous week. But like I just said to him in there, the last month, we start the season 1-3 losses in our first 4 games, and we've won 3 of the next 4 and been beaten by a field goal in the last minute in the other game. So I'm pretty proud of the month we've had. Freshen them up now and get ready to go again next week.
Did you see areas of improvement that you were happy with in attack at the back end of the game in particular? Yeah,
I thought with the footy we always look sharp, we look dangerous. I thought, Cody's getting better every week. But yeah, like I said, I just thought defensively we invited him back in the game. I thought, Daly kicked really well. He's one of the best halfbacks in the game for a reason, and even when he was down a man, he was creative and found ways to challenge us. But yeah, I think the weekend off and freshening up will be a big thing for us.
Send off was a big moment. What did you think as it unfolded? Was it warranted?
I think so. Yeah. Look, I don't think it was deliberate. I think it's one of those things that happened. But yeah, it's a really dangerous tackle. And Cam's lucky he rolled. I think if he'd have tried to straighten, he would have been in a lot of trouble. So. Yeah, if I was one of my players, I'd seen it as fair, probably.
And you were caught up in it, split second, what was going through your mind? I know it's hard to probably think about it.
Yeah, like Coach said, I don't think it was deliberate, and I think probably looked a little worse than it was. But lucky that it came off, not too banged up, so it was all good.
Do you have any control over how you landed? It looked like you sort of tried to move. Was it?
I don't really remember. It just happened so fast. I'm not too sure, but yeah, just lucky that it didn't get hurt.
Sort of like out the field in that 10-15 minutes after, because you go a man up, but all of a sudden you find yourself 10-2 down pretty quickly.
Yeah, it was disappointing. I thought defensively. First of all, in attack, I don't think we respected the ball as much as we should have in that 10 to 15 minute period, and we put our defence under a lot of pressure. And that's one aspect in terms of not building enough pressure and not respecting the ball. But when we do find ourselves defending our line or defending an error, I think we need to be better as well. We need to be able to defend our errors and then attack off the back of that. And I thought in moments we didn't protect our line as good as we should have. On one side of it, we need to hold the ball better so we don't put as much fatigue into our defence. But when we do find ourselves in that position, I think we need to be a bit better in defending our line.
Jason, would you make guys that left centre spot? And do you have a bit of a headache now going into next week with Tane back available?
Good headaches, yeah. We get MSLE back as well. That's Tuss has done a great job. It's the first game he started. He's a player. We knew when we got him into training in pre-season that he was going to have something to our team, and he's only going to get better from there. So pretty happy with his form. He fatigued at the back end of the game, which is he's going in his first NRL game for 80 minutes. But I thought he looked sharp and handled the physicality, which is important.
I know it's a week away, but. Is it straight out the Tane walks back in, or do you actually have to think about that selection now?
I don't know. Talk about it through the week. This week we lose 3 blokes in captain's run, so I don't enjoy this moment, reflect on it, wait until they see the physio tomorrow and we get some clarification on where blokes are at, and then we'll look at what the team looks like for next week. But, he's come in and he's done his job, so he's earned the right to keep his spot.
What do you think of game 150 for Cody tonight, special one here?
Yeah, I thought he was really good. It's what a lot of people don't see is his influence on this team through the week, and the support for me in particular as well. I think he's had a great week. He's been really upbeat. It's been an emotional week for him. I've said to him in there, I don't think I've welled up as much in my life over the last week, but just with Shaq's debut and Cody's 150. So it's been a really emotional week, so I knew he was going to be up for it. Spoke to some of our key players about getting the ball in his hands. And I think he's getting better every week. He's getting comfortable with the people around him. And like I said, it was a big week for us, and he led the way.
Latrell's apparently off to the USA for some rehab. What can you tell us about that?
Yeah, nothing stays secret, does it? It's I think Bill Knowles is his name. He's a guy that Travis, our head strength and conditioners, worked with in the past for high performance, and I think Blake Ferguson spent some time over there in the past, and we've got that time now to get Latrell as fit as he can be and really rehab that knee and the hamstring. So that'll be good for him as well to get away and really focus on getting himself right outside of the NRL noise that surrounds him constantly. So yeah, he's in a great headspace, Latrell. This will be a good little trip for him, and we get him back in the second half of the season flying for us, which will be important.
Will it speed up his return? Is that the idea, that it would get him back sooner, or is it just...
No, not particularly. It's not about getting him back sooner. It's just about getting some 2 weeks of really intense work from one of the best physios and rehab specialists in the world. Latrell's a big player for us. He's had second problem with the tendon, so we're making sure that we're giving him the opportunity to get back and stay back.
Can you tell us about his mindset right now? Because I've been speaking to a couple of people on the sideline. He looks like he's really fit and he's putting a lot into his rehab and he's really motivated to get back bigger and bigger.
Yeah, he is, and he has been for probably 2 months. He's been really good. It's just the knee was bugging him, and we've had that fixed now. He feels a lot better, but off the field he's been first class. We saw the difference he makes to our team in the 2.5, 3.5 games he played. So look, I think he'll be in great shape when he gets back, and I know as the boys are excited to have him back, but the big thing for him now is to really focus on himself, get himself in the best physical prep he can, and then footy will take care of itself after that.
Thanks, guys.
Cheers, guys.